So it's beginning once again. 7 channel, under here 2 channel, so we're at 9. So I've got 2 subs that I'm just using 1 channel for. So that's where one of the limitations was, and the 2 channels down here are going to get replaced. First I'm going to do a test. I'll leave it in place, so I just need access to all the gear. And here he is. There's plenty of room down there for these little mono blocks, and this comes up. I haven't done it for a while. Just know there should be like a nice handle, but there isn't. There you go. That's like that, and you prop it up, and then you work on all the connections, that sort of thing. Might have to move this to really get at it, but all I need is access to the speakers, terminals for those 4 wires, and access to, I can tell you which ones they are now. These 2, because they're grey, they come in here. So I'll just put in new leads, put my monoblocks here, signal, send temporary bigger wires into that system. So you'll be doing the 8-inch pair in the lower front doors. It's kind of up, middle height front doors. And it's kind of a bit methodical, and that's where I'm going to first test them. I've looked at it, I've ascertained the colour. I needed these gold with blue stripe, and I folded them, and they come into these 2 terminals, 4 screws, and that's all I have to do. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use this amp anymore, so I can actually just undo, pop, and put the new temporary speaker leads in, and we're almost done. It's like I said, maybe a half-hour job. So there we go. We're up to the exciting part here. We've got our 2 output signals, and we've got our 2 temporary speaker runs, and I haven't disconnected the power on this yet, but I've taped up all the ins and outs, so it's not going to be a funny surprise. Go. It's sexy. Now we're going to swap this back to XLR, and XLR off, and I guess the TRS is included in that XLR statement. I'll just run some temporary power for this guy. That's their brick. I could reach in here because it does need to happen. This is the temporariness. We're living with the temporaneousness of this. There's an assonance of that. I always take a photo of those 2, make sure I get them in the right order. Can I get my hand to that power board? Yes, technically I can. Am I going to? Let's give it a shot. It's not on right now. I'm just letting it know. That's where the earth prong goes. If I can line up the earth prong, half I am. Come on. Oh, there's a fat brick beside it. There we go. That is in the system. It's totally self-contained. I haven't done any of this. Here's my nose. And I went bananas, because I am bananas. And I'm just going to try Hail Mary on polarity. And always use your ears. And last but not least, signals. Just sending a signal. I'm just going to have to boot everything up, turn it on, and then turn these on, and hope for the best. Come back in a sec. Right, so I've just verified all the other channels are running right now. You probably can't hear it over that fan. We've got 1, 2, 3-way, silence, and subs. So now we're about to see whether we hear something when I do this. Yes, I heard something. I can just check the polarity in the car. Okay, so first thing, everything that went that way, the 8s went this way. So channel swap first. Handy little off switches here. So now we're safe to pull these. Love a good TRS. Yeah, they do sound a little bit out of phase at the moment. That should be dead middle, but it sounds like it's come from the back of my head, which is not good. Let's go back there. Quick phase swap. Now, I've got a 50-50 chance of getting it right with the system, but I also just have a software phase switch programmed already, so if I get it wrong, there's 1 switch and it'll be right. That's the both channel flip button I have. There we go. Now come on, super quick. You can hear the relays switching and stuff like that in there. Hear that already? I haven't even closed the door. Oh, heaven. Let's give it a crank. You're going to hear bits and pieces of the car moving. Not bad though. That sounds like laser speed compared to the VRXs. Sounds like the right phase too. Let's try. I've got it invert 8. I think that's out of phase. That's in phase. And I don't know how many times I pressed that, so I can't tell you if it was or wasn't. Let's go back to the group. What we've done is change the VRX. Just find some bassy music. I've got a playlist. Test, tune your bass, walking bass. There's all sorts of bass in this. Not sure of the relative gain figures on that Halcro and this VRX and this. That's about right. This song has some 10 hertz or something in it, but I can never get my 12s to play it.
Physical form, that's why I feel pot.
You feel the 20. Oh. I've been working on the bass the last few days, just looking at the analyzer and the exact notes in songs. And sometimes in songs, it's not dead flat. Like some songs will have a higher 80, 60, and then they'll have a quieter 30, 40, 50. And some songs will have a bit flatter. So as long as you experience the same level changes as what comes through the graph. And this one here, good bass test of lots of frequencies. That's tight. I'm going to give it some. We'll give it 50. And not too much 50. No, don't too much 50. Let's give it some 40. It's more. Give some 80. That's where the tightness is. That's where the new tightness is from 50 and up. But you try something faster bass. Take that 80 back down. Shorter notes. 140. 8s are well finished past those fingers. 80 again. Good so far.